somebody and tell them. It just turned around for me. Oh, it's turning around. It won't always be like soon. Come on, everybody, like and share. Come on, y'all coming on in here. I see y'all. Come on. Happy Saturday. From all over the country. Turning around. I don't know what it's doing for you, but it's turning around. You won't always be. Somebody clap your hands and say it like you mean it. The Lord will perfect that. Oh, so hey, everybody. What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. This is the day that the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and be glad in it. I'm elephant happy and well glad to have two of Oakland's finest, two beautiful friends of mine, and they both are gorgeous in my eyes, and I know some of you other guys' eyes too, but they are my friends, my homies. We have been knowing each other. I've been knowing both of them for over 35 years. We grew up, Ursula grew up at the Pleasant Grove Baptist Church. The Reverend Dr. R. Lee Hightower was her pastor. And of course, Dr. Yvonne Cobbs is my sister. She is the daughter of the late Bishop Dr. A.L. Cobbs, Sr. of the Harmony Baptist Church. And she is a doctor. She's a real doctor with her own practice. She's a real medical doctor. Yes, she is. She's a doctor of nursing. What nursing? Practice. Yeah, she's a DNP. DNP. She had to tell me what that was the other day. And so this is how the show is going to go tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I see y'all from all over the country. Hey, everybody. Hey, Atlanta. I will be there on the 4th Sunday. I'm coming there for Morris Brown Homecoming. I will be preaching at the Victory Worship Center at 11 a.m. in Stone Mountain on the 4th Sunday. I'll give it to you, information to you, Ursula. So I want to make sure I see all of my ATL family. I haven't been to Atlanta in like 4 years now. And so I will be there. Hey, Atlanta. Hey, Oakland. Hey, East Coast, Midwest, the South, and the West Coast family. What up? This is how we're going to do it Oakland style tonight. So I have been very vocal and very open about the vaccination. In fact, to show you what type of leader I am, I'm a funeral director. I am a pastor. I am on the advisory board for the chief of police, who is Ursula's homeboy, who grew up in the Pleasant Grove Baptist Church, Dr. Eiley Hightower, who is the new chief of police of Oakland, California, and that is my boy, Ron Armstrong,
I'm so
Pleasant Grove Baptist Church. That is my brother. That's my boy. That's my friend. Ursula, I didn't tell you I've been selected to be on his advisory board.
Good.
Yes, thank you,
hi. You know, that's old school right there. That's
thank you, Jesus.
We used to do some stuff in Pleasant Grove.
So I went. I did the vaccination. I did Pfizer. I went live for my first dose and for my second dose because I believe that if you are a leader, leaders should lead. For instance, on Sundays, I'm the first person that give in the offering. I give my tithes before anybody else give their tithes. That's just what I do at the Victory Baptist Church. I can't speak for no other pastor, no other parishioner, no other church. I'm the leader of the Victory Baptist Church. I make sure that I'm the first person that gives every single Sunday in my tithes and offering. I don't ask the people to do something that I would never do. I'm not that type of a hypocrite, especially in the pulpit. So I lead the giving. I wanted to go live to let people know I didn't die, and I was still alive. I stayed on for the whole 15 minutes. While you in recovery, while they keep asking you every 5 minutes, are you okay? Do you feel dizzy? Anything else? I stayed on live the entire time because I wanted people to know that I did get the vaccination. And again, I feel like leaders should lead. And I did. Now, I've been very vocal about the vaccination. On the other hand, my homie, who no longer lives on the West Coast, but she lives in Atlanta, my former home. I lived in Atlanta for 9 years. I graduated. I didn't go. I graduated from Morris Brown College. A lot of people went.
Yeah, but they didn't graduate.
I graduated. My degree on my wall.
Y'all know that's right.
Bachelor of Science in Religion from Morris Brown College, class of 2003. March 15, 2003. I graduated. So Ursula, on the other hand,
yes,
has been very vocal about I ain't getting no vaccination. And check this out, you all. Ursula and Marty are going to show you how we are going to remain friends until Jesus comes. We ain't throwing away 35 years of friendship over an hour conversation tonight. That's not going to happen. We're not going to let y'all try to put us at odds against each other. Your comment will get deleted. It will get blocked and everything else because I don't play that. That's what this show is not. This show is not about the doctor trying to convince y'all you need to go get vaccinated. That's not what this show is about. There's a whole lot of conspiracy theories. So let me give you all facts since I'm an educated man. I just looked today on the CDC website. 701,000 people have died from COVID-19. 701,000 people have died due to COVID-19. Now, let me say this. I'm a pastor, but I'm also a funeral director. No one dies from COVID-19. No one dies from COVID-19. Everyone that have died, that has come through our funeral home, have died either from pneumonia or cardiac arrest. Those usually are on causes in California, have to be on your death certificate. No ifs, ands, and buts. So when, people say other things, no, that's not what the death certificate says. I know that's what you thought, but that's not what the death certificate says. Medically, we done lost Ursula. Medically, she'll sign back on. Medically, it's what's on causes medically is what's on your vaccination. Okay, so Ursula got kicked off tonight. This is her second time getting kicked off, but she know how to call back real quick. So we're going to dialogue first. I'm waiting on her to sign back on. And then Dr. Cobbs is going to give us a professional medical advice of what she's seen and what she hasn't seen. She's not here to convince you either to go get a shot. She's not here to convince you that something is wrong with you if you don't get the vaccination. All we're doing is just having a healthy dialogue of perhaps what some people maybe are afraid to do because they feel like they may fall out or they feel like their friendship may end or something of that nature. That's not happening, and we're not going to let it happen tonight with none of us with our friendships. It's not going to happen. All right? All right. Ursula, you back?
I'm back. I told you that.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. You back. All right. So check this out. If you get the vaccine, you still can catch COVID-19. No ifs, ands, and buts about that. Just like Ursula gonna get it together in a few minutes.
I'm gonna get it. I'm just irritated. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's okay. Just like if you take birth control, you still can get pregnant. Hello. Just like if you wear a seatbelt, you still can get killed in a car accident with a seatbelt on. Y'all. So what it is, the vaccination is not a cure. It is a 95% layer of protection. It helps you from getting severe symptoms from COVID-19. It also reduces the risk of you spreading the virus. That's what it does, you all. All right. All right. So
hear you.
The vaccination has proven to be safe. So check this out. Since I'm an educated man, since I'm a preacher, let me say this. In the book of Hosea, I got to go Bible, Dr. Yvonne. In the book of Hosea, Ursula, church girl, chapter 4 and verse 6, it says, hold on, I need a little help. All right. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forgive thy children. The A clause, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because they have rejected knowledge. Listen, you all, it's a whole lot of people talking that nonsense about the vaccination, but you ain't giving us nothing medically. You've been giving us conspiracy theories. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, neither do I believe in conspiracy theories. Somebody else can believe in that. I don't. Scientists have proven to us that the vaccination has been safe. Let me also say this. 99% of the people that have died from COVID-19, they were unvaccinated. Those are facts. That's not something that I came up with. I researched it. 99% of people that have died from COVID-19, they died because they were unvaccinated. All right, so that's my stuff. Come on, Ursula, jump in.
Mine is just simple. See, when the vaccination came out very quickly, mind you,
That's not true. Research it.
Quickly. I mean,
No.
COVID just hit in February of last year.
The vaccine is at least 11 to 12 years old. They've been working on a vaccination. Research it. A black girl from the University of South Carolina is the one that came up with the vaccine 11 years ago. That's proven data.
So she came up with a vaccine for something that wasn't, like, she just knew that this was going to happen. I'm trying to understand, how is she coming up with a vaccine for something that hadn't happened?
Check this out, though. If you look back to some of President Barack Obama's, he told us that it is going to be a plague that's going to hit this world. And he put, this is how I know this is accurate, because when COVID-45, Donald Trump came in office, the first thing COVID-45 did was broke the economy. It was a surplus. And he gave everybody, I think, $1,600 across. I didn't get $1,600. He gave everybody $1,600 across the country. That was the money that President Barack Obama had put aside for study, research, and vaccinations. And he broke the economy and put us into recession by deplenishing that fund. That's true. That's a given fact too. So the vaccination is not new. It came up. The vaccination was coming in 2000, like 11 years ago. I researched that too.
Okay, so now you're saying that this vaccine has been in play for the past 11 years. So if that's the case, why are we still having so many? Okay, because what we need to understand is that at this point, we're in a trial. At this point, to me, they're using humans as the guinea pigs. I'm not believing that this is something that's, I know you, I get it, but I'm not believing that this is something that has been going on for the past 11 years. Because if that was the case, they wouldn't have been in such of a hurry to try to get this out there once COVID hit. Why did it take so long for the CDC to approve the vaccine if this is something that's been going on for the past?
Because we had an incompetent president. We had a president who has never served in public office, never been a mayor, never been a city official, never been a congressman, never been anything in politics. He was just rich.
Okay,
and he publicly admitted that he downplayed it. He publicly admitted it and called it, this is a Chinese virus.
China flu. Yeah. Kung flu is what he called it.
Yeah. Because again, you will agree that he's very incompetent.
I mean, he's funny. He's a reality star, for Christ's sake.
He's
so
hurt
this. Can't expect anything else from him.
That fool has hurt this world. He's caused so many white supremacy groups to come up, so much more racism and stuff like that. I mean, we can do a whole show on his incompetence. So, right. Of course, that ain't what this show is about. This show is a dialogue between me and you. And I don't mean to keep cutting you off, but I just want to give facts. And it's no disrespect, nobody. I love that girl. It's no disrespect to what I'm. No, I'm just saying, because some people will say, but because it was his show, he won't let her talk. That's not what this show is about.
You know me enough to know when I get ready to talk, I'm going to talk regardless of what you're talking about.
So absolutely.
Please know that.
Absolutely.
So, okay. So now we're saying that this has been in play for 11 years, but the CDC, it took them all this time to finally approve it, and they still don't. Here's my question. So when I was younger, as we all know, we had to get vaccinated.
To go to school?
To go to school, we had to get all the vaccines. I get that. I never caught anything that I was vaccinated for.
You never had chicken pox?
I never caught anything that I was vaccinated for. Okay? So what I don't understand is when the vaccine first came out, for emergency use, because if it's been in play for 11 years, I don't understand why it's for emergency use only and it just wasn't automatically approved. But when it came out for the emergency use portion of it, first they said you got to get the vaccine because the vaccine is going to help you not get COVID anymore. That's a lie, because you have a lot of vaccinated people walking around spreading COVID. Oh, well, you got to get.
And they're not dying. They're not dying.
No, okay. Then they said, well, you got to get the vaccine because it's going to keep you out of the hospital. Regardless of what the stats are saying, I personally know people that were in the hospital fully vaccinated on a ventilator. Okay, so that's a lie. Then you say, get the vaccine because you're not going to die. That's a lie, because you have 2 Southwest employees fully vaccinated, no underlying conditions, because they're friends of my godson who's a flight attendant, fully vaccinated, who died, on top of other personal people that have died fully vaccinated. So I'm not understanding, why am I taking something that I'm still going to have the chance of getting anyway? I had COVID, okay, in January. I had COVID. My whole family had COVID. I survived it. So why am I putting something into my body that they really don't know what this is they putting in here with all these side effects that's going on? My nephew got Moderna, and he ended up with big lymph nodes on the side of his neck, and the doctor told him they didn't even know what to do or how to treat it, because they're not even aware of these side effects and how to even help people when they get these side effects. I have a friend also who's suffering from allergies. She's itching all the time from the vaccination. I mean, there's just too many things. I know that they are trying to promote this big thing on, to the world. You got to get the vaccine. You got to get the vaccine. But they're not telling us all the people that are suffering from this vaccination. They're not telling us about the little boys that are getting enlarged hearts, the 13-year-olds and up. This is facts. From getting the vaccination. So how is this going to affect them in the long run? We don't know we just don't know what these effects are going to be later on. And me personally, especially with a 13-year-old, I just don't want him to find that out later. He had COVID and he survived it without a vaccination. So I'm just trying to figure out, what am I getting the vaccination for? And why aren't the doctors promoting boosting your immune system? Why aren't they promoting, you need to change your eating, you need to take these supplements, why aren't they promoting that? The first thing they're doing is, we're giving incentives to get the vaccination. You get $100 gift card. You get put into a lottery to win money. You get free Krispy Kreme donuts. I've never seen anything like this in my life. So for them to be promoting it the way that they are is scary, because why are you forcing this on us? I know about herd immunity. I know the goal is to get a certain percentage of people vaccinated so that the virus can go away. But your vaccinated people are still getting COVID, to where the unvaccinated, like myself, I don't want to be around y'all, because y'all think that because you vaccinated, I don't have to wear my mask. I know you do. But
you better believe it.
Vaccinated people, I don't have to do that. I don't have to wear my mask. And you're spreading it to me, Mr. Vaccinated. So nobody can ever make it make sense to me. And another thing that I don't understand is, why are the vaccinated people so concerned with the unvaccinated people? If you're vaccinated, you're protected, supposedly. So why do you care if I have it or not? Because if I catch COVID, that's me and my family have to deal with that. Why are the vaccinated? It's a divide at this point. It's really East Coast versus West Coast. We back to Biggie and Pop.
Yeah.
Because the vaccinated, I tell my daughter, it's the iPhone and the Android. We think we so much with the iPhone. So,
absolutely.
We think we so much, but they're really playing us against each other. And nobody can explain to me, why do I need to get a vaccine for something that I've already had before? Yes, I know it's another variant out here, but clearly whatever I did for the first variant, I can do for the second one. So why is it such a thing that if you're not vaccinated, you can't go here or you can't come around me? You're vaccinated people are the one that's giving it to us because you can still spread it. So it doesn't make sense to me at all.
Everything you saying is something that needs to be raised. That's why we're having this healthy conversation tonight, because you have so many concerns. Now, let me just add this in, and then we're gonna bring the doctor in, because we've heard what I said, we've heard what Ursula said. Now let's hear what the real doctor got to say, and that is coronavirus is not nothing new. COVID-19 is new. Coronavirus been around for a long time. If you look on the back of Lysol, and you look on the back of Disinfect, and you look on the back of Pine Sol, that's been on the back of there for years. So we know that coronavirus is not nothing new. It's very old. COVID-19 is new and been around for the last 2 years. So, hey, Dr. Yvonne Cobbs.
Hey,
You've heard your brother speak and you heard your homegirl speak. We ready to hear from you, and we gonna shut up until you get finished, until you pause, and then because Ursula have questions. That was Dr. Amos Brown, the pastor of the Third Baptist Church in San Francisco. He called. He want to come on the show because he has some questions to ask the doctor. So Yanni is trying to bring Dr. Brown on in a little while. So go ahead, Dr. Yvonne Cobb.
well, let me tell you something about my story.
Okay.
I first showed my head in 2003, where I spread to more than 24 countries in North America, South America, Europe, and Asia before I was contained. They called me SARS-CoV, severe acute respiratory syndrome, a viral respiratory illness caused by me, the coronavirus. According to the World WHO organization, a total of 8,098 people worldwide became sick with SARS during 2003 outbreak. Of these, 774 died. I was only found in 8 cases in the United States. In 2012, I showed up again in Saudi Arabia, and I was called the camel flu, or MERS, Middle East respiratory syndrome, COVID. There were 885 deaths. I came back stronger in 2019, and they gave me the name SARS-CoV-2, COVID-19. Some say I came from bats, and others say I came from a laboratory experiment gone bad. But none of that really matters now, because I'm over here and worldwide, getting stronger and mutating. Authorities in 222 countries and territories have reported about 234.6 million COVID-19 cases and 4.8 million deaths since China reported its first case to the World Health Organization in 2019. I'm a virus and I need a host. The best host for me is to infect those with underlying health conditions such as asthma, COPD, diabetes, hypertension, and everything that decreases your immune system. Oh, yeah. And for those of you who are not taking care of yourselves with eating fast foods, no exercise, and always stressed out, you are the perfect host for me to infect. I spread through droplets when someone infected coughs or sneeze. You just might walk through the mist. And I love those who are sick and masking their symptoms with cold and flu medicines and touching everything, wiping your, and then I go back and have somebody, they wipe their eyes, nose, and bingo, I got you. So some of the symptoms for COVID and SARS, COVID-19 and SARS are very familiar. They're very similar, but a little different. So COVID-19, you have fever, cough, fatigue, shortness of breath, muscle aches and pains, headaches, diarrhea. SARS, you have the same. COVID-19, you have runny, stuffy nose, sore throat, nausea, diarrhea and chills, still the same. Then you have loss of taste, loss of smell. Not only do you have that loss of taste, loss of smell, I make sure that I'm in all your body parts. I live in your liver, I live in your memory, and all over your body. And you may think you're over with COVID-19, but I'm still in your body. Now, as for the vaccines are like flu vaccines. We've been taking flu vaccines for a long time. They don't cure the flu, but maybe you won't get as sick. With the vaccines, it doesn't cure COVID, but maybe you won't get as sick, and maybe you won't be hospitalized, and maybe you won't be on a ventilator. But who knows? We don't really know. There's a lot of unknowns and a lot of knowns. But what we do know and what we are seeing today is that people who have been vaccinated are not getting as sick as those who are vaccinated, who have not been vaccinated. That is research. Yes, you can wind up in the ICU. Yes, you can get sick if you're vaccinated. It's called breakthrough. But there's far less breakthrough sickness, ICU, and other illnesses than those who are not vaccinated and have wind up in ICU on ventilators and dead. This week only, I have 2 patients who died from complications of COVID-19. You don't die from COVID-19, you die usually from pneumonia or cardiac arrest, because your lungs and your heart are connected. And when your lungs are not working, your heart doesn't work either.
Were they vaccinated?
Which question?
Were they vaccinated?
No, they refused. They refused to be vaccinated. They said that they didn't want the nanochips in their bodies. They also said that they didn't want, I'm trying to think of the correct wording, the exact wording that they told me. They said it was going to kill, in 2 years, all the people who are vaccinated are going to be dead anyway. It's the world order, and it's how Congress and the government way of doing control of getting rid of people. So that's what they told me. But unfortunately, they passed away, one on Tuesday and one actually last Tuesday.
How old were they?
They were in their 50s.
Have you had any vaccinated patients that you can say? Because I noticed that, I mean, I have, friends and family or that are in, RNs and things like that. Nobody ever wants to talk about the vaccinated people that passed away. And I don't understand why, but I guess because it's a numbers thing. But can you say honestly, if you've had any vaccinated patients to pass away?
I have not had any vaccinated patients pass away, but I have had vaccinated patients in the hospital with COVID for breakthrough, but they didn't pass away. I have had people who have been vaccinated have very severe side effects from the vaccinations. I have seen that. And of course, we don't know what to do because it's new.
And that's why I'm confused, because if it's like Marty said, if it's been something that's supposedly been done for the past 11 years, wouldn't all of this be ironed out? I mean, that's where.
So this is, I tried to give the history. It started 2013 in Asia, and it was called SARS-CoV, CO and then a V.
Okay.
And then
is somebody typing? Because it's a lot of noise.
I hear it.
I hear it, but there's no one typing on my side.
I'm not typing either.
Okay, that ain't nothing but the devil while we having a healthy dialogue.
Yeah. So given the history there, and for Ebola, I do hear it. I don't know where it's coming from. For Ebola, they used like the same mRNA vaccines. So it's not new. That vaccine is not new, but what's new is the COVID-19. That's new, and trying to figure out which medications are to work that will work against it. It's a trial and error. And yes, we are all a part of a big research project. We are, and we can't deny that because we are.
Ursula, that's your phone.
It's my phone?
Yeah. Is something blowing on or a fan or something maybe? Okay, because when I muted you a few minutes ago, it stopped. Okay, it stopped. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Doc.
So we are, like she said, we are all a part, and that's how they're getting data to actually get a medication approved. Medication take years to be approved, and the only reason this medication was the vaccine was approved because so many people worldwide were dying.
So okay, so you're saying something that we're not seeing in the media. This is an experiment, and so that's contradicting what Reverend Peter said, that this has been going on for the past 11 years.
I said a young lady, an African American young girl from the University of South Carolina, start creating a vaccination 11 years ago.
And that was it was used for Ebola, and that's the vaccine that Pfizer, the mRNA, and Moderna, those are the new vaccines. The one Johnson and Johnson is an old vaccine because that's how they used the flu. That's how they did the flu. They put it in. That one is like a flu vaccine, and it's not the mRNA. The messenger mRNA in that, and it works a little bit different, but all of it is trying to weaken the COVID-19, the coronavirus. That's what it's trying to do. Weaken it in your body so that you won't get as sick, or you won't wind up in an emergency room or on a ventilator. So that's the hopes of the vaccine. And it has been proven that there's more numbers of people who are vaccinated not winding up in a hospital. And like Kaiser, when I went to visit my patient, there was a whole row of patients on one side, and one of the nurses said these are all unvaccinated. Unfortunately, they're sick, and they were struggling really, really hard on that side. And this was in Richmond.
I understand that, but can you understand how a person like myself, unvaccinated, everything you just said are the reasons why I don't understand what I'm getting vaccinated for. I don't want to be a part of an experiment. I don't want to take something and still get it. To me, I don't understand, and I understand it's a form of protection. I get that part, but I just don't understand why I'm taking something that initially they said get the vaccine so that you won't catch COVID, and that's a lie. So
it was a lie.
The reason for me taking or getting this vaccine injected into me, that's still an experiment, because we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going to happen down the line, even though we don't know what's going to happen down the line, period. However, we don't know what's going to happen with this at all because it's too new to even understand what this is. So a person like myself who's had COVID, beat COVID, whole family had COVID. My daughter has underlying conditions, had COVID. She didn't even have symptoms. So, and I'm very blessed. I'm thankful that we came out of it okay, because a lot of people didn't. So I'm not taking that away. But what I'm saying is, someone like me, because there's a lot of us out there who's had COVID already, unvaccinated, and got through it. What am I taking the vaccine for at this point if I'm still going to risk catching COVID, going to the hospital, getting on the ventilator, dying, just all of that with the vaccine. I don't understand what is the
Ursula,
incentive?
that percentage is very low of people who have been vaccinated with all of with going to the hospital. My children's mother, one of my twins, my grandbaby, my oldest daughter, the whole house got COVID.
Mhm.
Yanni was the only one in the house that did not have COVID. Everybody else in the house had COVID.
Mhm.
They was not hospitalized. They got through it. But believe me, they were sick as hell.
Mhm.
I mean, to the point where I was buying food and coming to the house, and I would set the food on the floor, open up the door, y'all grab y'all food, and y'all go. And I'd be spraying my car with Lysol after I'm leaving. They were sick with headaches. Grandbaby Jewel and Nicole, my kid's mother, their heart rate was dropping. They were sick, but they did not have to spend one night in the hospital. They were not on a ventilator. And guess what? They vaccinated, but they did not die. We did not have one funeral. We ain't had to do no life insurance or anything like that. We don't do GoFundMe in my family. We have life insurance. We don't.
But
play
how
those.
do you know if they didn't have the vaccine though that they still would have got through it like that?
Well, Nicole is a nurse. She had to be vaccinated.
No, what I'm saying is if they weren't vaccinated, it could have.
We don't know because none of them have underlying conditions. My children got vaccinated because I have high blood pressure. I've had a heart attack before. I have high cholesterol. I have sleep apnea. I have sciatica. I have arthritis. I have neuropathy. I have a plethora of medical conditions. And even though I've lost 77 pounds and I work out 4 days a week and I work 2 jobs, a pastor and a funeral director, my children got the vaccination to help protect me, to keep daddy alive.
But they still caught COVID. I think that's where it's confusing.
No,
your whole
well,
house caught COVID and they still could have gave it to you vaccinated.
So it's the same thing as the flu vaccine. It's the same thing as the flu vaccine. With the flu vaccine, you can still get the flu. I got vaccinated for the flu. I got the flu, but then the person that was my husband at that time, he got it too. He almost died because he didn't believe in the vaccinations, and then but he made it. So this is the thing, we don't know when it's our time. We can push it a little bit, but we don't know when it's our time. When it's our time, it's our time.
That's true. That is true.
And we do know we it's already written how we're leaving here.
Yeah.
However, my point is to you.
Ursula, scoot your camera back because your head is cut off. There you go. We see you. Yeah.
Okay. My point is, your whole family got vaccinated to protect you.
And to protect themselves
But they still caught COVID.
But they didn't die. They were not a part, they were not the percentage of 99% of the people who have died from COVID were unvaccinated.
I'm not talking
about helped them live.
I'm not talking about them dying. I'm saying
you
still could have caught it from your vaccinated family. So that's why I'm trying to. I promise you, I'm not trying to be belligerent. Just none of that. It just don't make sense to me because what you just said was your family did it to protect you. Everybody got vaccinated. Your whole family caught COVID, and you still could have caught COVID. And even being vaccinated with all your underlying conditions, that could have went bad for you. So I don't understand.
I have never said on my show that if you're vaccinated, you will never catch COVID. I started off by saying it's a 95% layer of protection. But now, the way I explain it ain't the same thing that the media is explaining it.
Okay.
That's why we're dealing with facts tonight, and that's why we got a doctor on, and she's giving us medical info. She's giving us medical data.
That's fine.
So the other thing is I do encourage my patients to boost their immune system. I've been doing this since the beginning of COVID. I think, when I went on the show with Marty, with Pastor Peters earlier,
Marty
that was
Yvonne.
one of the things I did was boost, like, take care of yourself. You need to stop eating that fast food. This is the time that you need to really, really take care of yourself. I gave him the vitamins. He had a nutritionist on,
Yeah.
and we were trying to get people to take care of themselves, eat right, be right, boost up your immune system, and wash your hands. How many times people don't even wash their hands?
Right. Hand sanitizer is not soap and water.
No, soap and water was on the shelf when hand sanitizer was gone. Soap was on the shelf.
Right.
So what does that tell us about people in the general population? We had to teach people how to wash hands.
It's definitely a technique. I was on path to go to RN school, and that was one of the things that we used to do. Like, they really taught us. I mean, you got to do the wrist in between. Like, it's a process to wash your hands. So I definitely understand that part. I'm still not really hearing. Even though all the incentives that they got out here that they giving away, $100 ain't enough. But I'm just saying, all the incentives, I get it. I'm not hearing why I should take this vaccine. I said on my page, Big as Day, if anybody could make this make sense to me, I will take this vaccine on live and let everybody see it. Nobody can make it make sense to me. It still doesn't make sense to me. And to me, it's what people should do with what they feel is right for their families. I understand that. But it has to make sense. I just don't understand why I'm taking a vaccine for something that I'm going to possibly catch anyway. That's what I can't.
The whole thing is, if I was able to share my screen, there's a what do you call that? A scale, and it shows unvaccinated and vaccinated for the month of September, and hospitalizations. I mean, it'll say the people everyone who received COVID, who got COVID, and who was hospitalized and who was not hospitalized, who died, who didn't die. And it'll show, and the slope is way higher for unvaccinated than vaccinated.
And the numbers, I'm not denying all these statistics. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, from a person like myself, because there's a lot of us, there's a lot of us out here. We had COVID already. Mm-hmm. We survived COVID because, like, I'm not a meat eater. I take supplements. I do things differently. So my whole family had it, and we survived it. I'm not understanding why I need to take a vaccine for something that I've already had and did my own thing to get through. That's where it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So one good thing that you did take care of you did take care of yourself, and you take care of yourself. But there's so many people that don't take care of themselves. Okay. And once you get COVID, you can still get COVID again, but it gets worse. Mm-hmm. COVID. When I found the people that I know that had COVID, they have their taste. They still can't taste nothing and it's been like over 6 months. They still have trouble with smelling. They have trouble with their memory. They have like trouble respiratory problems, and they still have all of this stuff. And they're saying that and I've seen it, if you get COVID again, it's worse. You may have kicked it the first time. You may have survived the first time, and family members and everybody, but the second time it gets stronger. And like there right now is a virulent out. It's stronger than the COVID-19. So Delta is more contagious.
Yeah, it's worse.
So my question is, I have someone who had COVID, vaccinated, almost died, went to the hospital, ventilator, all of that. The doctor told him that the vaccine that he took is not even protection for this new variant. The doctor told him that. So
Yeah.
again, what are we taking the vaccine for?
So it's a lot of studies out there, and who really knows what's going on? Okay, there's a lot of studies going on, and there's a lot of research in regards to virulence, mutations, and all of this is new. People are still, and scientists are still trying to figure things out. It's not like it's been, SARS has been out here, but not at this magnitude where it has killed so many people with the complications of it. And when someone gets pneumonia from it, it's so hard to recover.
Marty, I keep hearing it too. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna switch phones because now I don't hear it.
I don't hear it.
Do you hear
We
it?
don't hear it either.
I don't hear it now.
Oh, there it goes.
It's back.
It's okay.
So
Now
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway,
If we don't hear it, we only hear it when you pause. When you're talking, we don't hear it.
Okay. So okay. As long as you can hear what we're saying, that's all that counts.
Oh yeah. So Dr. You were saying there are many. So basically, with the vaccination, you're saying that we're gonna hear different things from different doctors. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
You're going to hear different things from different doctors. We hear different things every single day. We think we're going on one trail, and then they'll switch it up on us. We think we're doing one thing, or we're doing the right thing, and find out we're doing the wrong thing, and we have to switch. Every day there's something new. It's like I said, it's being researched, and as many people have it, they're studying it. I don't know if you have this, Pastor Peters, but if you have gotten vaccinated, the CDC will send you out something saying this is your check, your side effect check.
Oh,
you get that?
No.
Okay, well I get that. It'll say this is your side effect check. Are you having any side effects?
You know what? I'll take that back. I have gotten that. It has come up on my phone.
Yeah, and that's research. They're taking all of that data, and they're trying to figure out okay, these are the people who have had this. These are the people who have had this. These are the people who have had this. This is all research. This is a new virus. It's research.
So can we agree that you understand why an unvaccinated person like myself has reservations on getting? I don't want to be an experiment. I don't. Go experiment with the lab rats and the pigs and the stuff that they used to experiment with. I don't want to be an experiment. I don't want my 13-year-old son to be an experience.
We're all an experiment with the different medications we take. That's why they pull them off the market. They'll say they have a black box now. They pull them off. For example, Chantix, they said it was a smoke cessation medication. It was pulled off the market last month. And then,
I promise you, I understand what you're saying.
There's a lot of, and not only that, when you take pain medication, the different pain medications are the same way. And when you take Prilosec and all these, that's why you have all these commercials saying if you took this medication, because they took it off the market.
The vaccine's gonna be next. I promise you. I don't, and that's not the vaccine will be next. If you took Moderna and you because we just don't know what's coming down the pipeline with this. So I'm saying all of that to say, I don't think that the unvaccinated, like I said, they done split us up now. I just don't think that we should be done the way that we're being done because we're choosing not to put something in our body that they don't even know what it is. You said it's an experiment. I just don't want to be an experiment. And that should be my choice and my right. So now
you were experimenting when you got immunized to go to school.
All of that is research.
But we never caught. okay. We
I
never
still
caught any of it.
Ursula.
Some people got
Everybody you know
autism.
and I know got chicken pox and mumps and measles with us being immunized.
I got
Maybe not you, but I have.
mumps, I got chicken pox, I got measles, and I was vaccinated. I didn't get polio.
Who had got MMR?
Me neither.
Got that stuff. I just don't.
You didn't. So you've never had chicken pox in your life before?
I never had anything that I got immunizations for. My son hasn't gotten anything that he's gotten immunizations for. The old school immunizations. I'm talking about the old school ones. He hasn't gotten any of that stuff. I just don't feel comfortable putting something in me that they don't even know what this is.
And there's a whole lot of people that feel like you feel. That's why we're having this conversation tonight. There's a whole lot of people feel like you feel. Now, I have some friends that are fighting cancer who are taking chemotherapy and radiation, and they cannot get vaccinated, and they want to be vaccinated.
Oh, I mean, I get it. I mean, like I said, my daughter has underlying health conditions, and she's here to get vaccinated because her thing is, I had COVID already because I was very scared for her. I'm not gonna lie, like I was more scared for her than anybody in the house, and her and my son just running around here, and because the only symptom that I really got was I was tired. All I could do was lay in the bed, and they running around here, and I'm just like, what is going on? I was more concerned for her, but she doesn't eat crazy. She takes her supplements. Her immune system is built up. So I attribute that to why we didn't get it so bad. I just don't understand why I'm taking the vaccine.
I'm a piggyback off to what the doctor said. And you don't got to throw no number out there. But look how many people don't eat as healthy as you eat. This food that we're eating is killing us. It is driving our A1C up. It is causing us to have juvenile diabetes. People drink sodas that dye is killing our kidneys. I haven't drank a soda in 2 years. I haven't eaten beef in 3 years. And it took me, I work out 4 days a week and I've lost 77 pounds. This food, for the last 2 weeks, all I've been eating is chicken. I took my mom out today for her birthday. I ate salmon and a baked potato and broccoli. That's what I ate. But I had to do something with my health because I'm tired of feeling the way I'm feeling. I'm 52 years old now and I'm getting old. But some of this stuff that people eat is killing us. I have never seen so many obese people in church. Now, we love to talk about other stuff in church, but we don't never talk about the overweight people in church. We talk about, oh, they gay, and oh, they're homosexual, and oh, they're lesbian, and oh, they mess with somebody's wife, and oh, they sinning, and oh, they smoke, and they drink, and but it's never included in the list of sins, obesity, gluttony.
Okay, so with that being said, okay, so if someone's obese and not taking care of themselves, the vaccine is not going to save them.
No, it's not.
It might help them live a little bit longer if they get COVID and not wind up on that ventilator.
But if they're not healthy to begin with, that's not true. Like I can't.
I've seen it. I've seen it in my practice. Most of my patients are not healthy. I teach them how to be healthy. I have been a vegetarian for about 11 years.
Okay.
I take care of myself. My family take care of themselves. But it's a lot of my patients who are train wrecked. They don't take care of themselves at all. But I've seen them with when they had gotten COVID and with vaccination, they didn't wind up in the hospital. Some of them so far haven't gotten it. Like 90% haven't gotten it. But I do have like a 5% who have gotten it, but didn't. I think she went to ICU, but she didn't go on a ventilator.
Mm. Okay, so are you okay?
No, Ursula, hold on. Let's stay where you are. You said it out of your mouth. You eat healthy. You take supplements. That is the key to why you didn't get as sick as you've gotten.
Right.
Or sick as some people. But look at how many people that have died that don't take care of themselves.
Hold on. I just got someone saying the noise is driving them crazy. I'm gonna switch phones, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, come on.
All right.
Dr. Cole, keep on. You can keep on. Dr. Cobbs, I'm talking about keep on talking.
Pretty much it's just pretty much taking care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself. And even when you take care of yourself, sometimes that's not good enough. So I would rather when Ursula gets back on that we continue to talk so that all three of us can be, if she has something that she wants to say that we can actually, hear and address as best as possible.
Dr. Yvonne, can you give us some of those? There goes Ursula back again. Hey, Ursula.
Okay. I had to get that. I was on that old phone. I had to get that new phone. Okay.
Well, thank you. It was that raggedy phone. I dare you mess with
that phone. Oh,
I dare you mess with Real Talk on that old fake phone. How you gonna be on Real Talk with a fake phone?
Okay.
So Dr. Cobbs says she don't want to go on until we come to some healthy. We keep having healthy dialogue. She's so calm and cool. Me and you all hypey.
No, I mean because it's town business. That's why
Exactly. Y'all, we fine. Trust me, y'all. Us Oakland people on this call tonight, we fine. We're having healthy dialogue. There are several questions, and we're going to get to your questions. But we've been on this healthy tip right now. Ursula had COVID. Her family had COVID. Her daughter has underlying conditions. She has a serious one. Yes. She has a 13-year-old growing young man. Yes. And she is scared for the vaccination. She don't want to be an experiment.
I don't want him to be one.
She don't want her son to be a experiment. And a lot of you all
get myocarditis. That's what is scaring me because it is happening to the teenage boys with the enlarged heart, and that's fact. So I don't want him to go through any of it when he's already had it and got through it. So I'm still trying to understand what's the incentive for me and my family to get the vax.
So the incentive is if you get it again, hopefully it won't be worse and you can kick it again. But if the whole thing it's just like I keep saying, it's just like the flu vaccine. It gives you another layer of protection. It ain't saying that you're not getting it. It just gives you another layer of protection that hopefully you won't die. Hopefully you won't go into on a ventilator. Once you get on a ventilator, it's hard to get off.
That's understandable, but it's no guarantee either way.
No, there's no guarantee in any medical thing. There's no guarantee. So in any medical procedure, no guarantee. Even if you get a tummy tuck, no guarantee.
Yeah, I want one. But what I'm saying is, so with you saying that, why am I getting an experimental vaccine when no one knows either way what the outcome is going to be? That's been my whole argument. The whole, not with you guys, but I'm just saying, just period, as to why me and Marty are even here today, because we've been going back and forth about this. What is why? I just don't know why I'm running out to get a vaccine that I can still catch COVID anyway. I can still go to the hospital anyway. I can still get on a ventilator anyway. I can still die anyway. Unvaccinated, I still have those things. So I don't get, why am I getting the vaccine? That's my only.
I believe that we have to own whatever we believe in. If we believe in getting vaccinated, we need to own it. And if we believe in not getting vaccinated, we need to own it. And when I say own it, I mean, this is what I believe, and this is it, and you own it, whatever, because you do what you feel is best for you. But you have to own it. Whatever everything has a consequence. Either
Everything
good
has a
or bad.
consequence.
And vaccine, you have a consequence. Whether good or bad. Unvaccinated, you have a consequence, whether good or bad.
But
Just
you
own
do,
it.
but you do realize though now it's like the unvaxxed, we're being penalized for not wanting to be an experiment. We can't, certain places you can't go unless you got a vax card. You can't go here if you don't have a vax card.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see that they're about to try to make it on the air. You can't go on the airplane unless you have a vax card or you have to take a negative COVID test.
Why don't y'all get a unvaccinated plane, unvaccinated restaurants, and y'all eat there and let us vaccinated people?
But,
no, because it's a separation. We got division in the country.
We're separated
division.
now.
I know. I'm clouded.
I know. I get it.
There's even division in homes where people are getting divorced
in
this.
church too. It's a divide in church.
They're losing friends behind it, and I'm just like, and that goes back to my question: if you're vaccinated, you're protected. Why do you care if I'm not vaccinated or not? Because I
love you and I want you to live.
But you can still pass COVID to me being vaccinated.
And so you can pass it to me. You can pass it to me being unvaccinated. We can pass it to each other.
I know. So
but because I have underlying conditions, I'm gonna be in worse off shape than you. Even vaccinated. Am I right, Dr. Cobb?
Yeah.
I have high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I had a heart attack November 11, 2010. I've been sleeping with a CPAP breathing machine for the last 19, 20 years. I have sciatica. I have arthritis. I have, what else?
He has all the underlying stuff.
I got all
that. Marty.
Yes, I'm 52. I'm old man now. Yes, that's why you think I work out every day.
I know you do. You're doing a good job, but that's just too much. But
that's why I'm vaccinated, Ursula.
But okay. So for you, you're just trying to do everything to have that extra layer of protection. I understand that for you. I do. I get it.
And then I work around so many people. I work for the busiest funeral home in the Bay Area. We do almost 2 funerals every day of the week, 5 days a week. And I pastor, I'm around people.
Okay. I get it. I understand why you want to protect yourself.
And a lot of people are fighting. People who have underlying conditions are fighting to live.
So can we say that the vaccine, so why can't we just say that people with underlying conditions who are at a higher risk, let's make it mandatory for them? This has become a thing where if you don't have a vaccine, it's like you're not even a part of this country. It's really sad to see the division from the vax and the non-vax, because it's like we're the black sheep, but you vax people are passing it to us. So we don't understand I'm just hoping that I can leave here today having a clear mind, our minds clear, of why I need to go get myself and my family vaccinated. And I never get the answers that I'm looking for.
This conversation ain't gonna help you get vaccinated. You got too many people on your team. You unvaccinated people. All your unvaccinated people is on here cheering for you.
Are they?
Yes, they are. There's a restaurant called the Unvaccinated Restaurant in Atlanta where you should go eat tonight.
Because we're trying to understand. That's why I wanted to do this. We're trying to understand what is the incentive of getting vaccinated when we can still catch COVID anyway. And I get what the doctor is saying. It lessens the risk of going to the hospital. But we know people that have been to the hospital vaccinated on breathing machines. So I'm just like, I don't understand what I'm getting the shot for. I don't want the needle if I'm still going to have to do the same thing. I was telling someone today, my godson is a flight attendant. So when they brought out that they're trying to pass the law that you have to get on the plane, you can only get on the plane domestic if you're vaccinated or negative COVID test. So I'm like, okay, cool. They doing all that. We don't have to wear the mask no more because the mask is killing me. And he like, no, you got to wear the mask. And I'm like, so why am I doing all of this? And I still have to wear a mask. Like, this is not, it's not making any sense to me.
You
Okay,
still have
Ursula.
to wear a mask because you can get COVID. That's why the whole thing is, even you're vaccinated, you can get COVID. Unvaccinated, you can get COVID. We have to wear a mask.
It's
Now,
airborne.
It's by droplets. It's by spit. It's by people singing. It's by people coughing. By people sneezing. All you gotta do is walk into it.
But if you're
And not even know.
vaccinated though, and if you have to have a negative COVID test, what are we wearing the mask for if we don't have COVID?
So this is what I can speak to that in theater. I do theater. So I'm working on a production. With theater, all the actors have to be vaccinated. Not only do they have to be vaccinated, 3 days before we go into that theater, everyone has to be tested and made sure, even though we're vaccinated, we have to be tested to make sure we don't have any breakthrough infections. When we are there, we can unmask because everyone's vaccinated. We have all been tested at that site right there, and we can all unmask. But if you have unvaccinated and vaccinated, the CDC said that you can't unmask. But if everyone is vaccinated in the same place, you can unmask and have a negative COVID test. But we can't do that. And if the crowd is mixed, because we can pass it, like you said, we can pass it, or they can pass it to us.
No, but the law is, before you get on the plane, you have to be vaccinated, and if you're not vaccinated, you have to provide a negative COVID test. So
what's wrong with that?
No. What I'm saying is, if the unvaxxed have a negative COVID test and the vaxxed are so protected, what are we wearing a mask for?
Because people are having bootleg those tests. I mean the Pfizer. I mean what do you call it? The vaccine cards.
The vaccine cards.
They've been selling them.
People have bootlegs. You can buy it for $250 or $50. A 51 is not as good. A 201 is good.
A lady just went to jail in California about a month ago for selling vaccination cards. So that's Dr. Yvonne, can I say something real quick?
Yeah,
see, that's my problem that I have with unvaccinated people. Why the hell do you want a vaccinated card if you blatantly refuse to get vaccinated? Why are you walking around with a card saying that I've been vaccinated? Why are you buying a vaccinated card if you refuse to get vaccinated? I have a problem with that. Because
we're being isolated and we can't go anywhere.
Stay home.
No, why do I have to stay home? Because I've chosen.
Because you can give it to me. I just told you how sick I am.
You can give it to me with your vaccination.
We can give it to each other, sister.
So the point is, why am I being isolated? Because I choose not to put the needle in my body, and I can't go nowhere. But you vax people can do what y'all want to do, but you still passing COVID.
But we still gotta wear a mask too.
We still have to wear a mask. Everybody gotta wear a mask.
And the correct mask is an N95 or Dr. Yvonne, you told me a 5-layer mask, right? Yeah, that N95.
If you can blow a candle out or a match through your mask, that's not a good mask. If I have a mask on and I can blow a match out, why? Why have that on?
I was just answering why she got why people are getting fake cards, because we're being isolated and we're the androids of it all, and we can't go nowhere. We can't do nothing. So it's like, I'll just get a card so I can, because I should be able to do what I want to do if I've chosen not to get vaccinated, especially since you vax people are passing COVID to us.
So that should answer the plain question. Why should you have to wear a mask? Because everybody's not truthful on if they got vaccinated or not. And but even with the COVID test, they bootleg.
Okay. I got you. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, the doctor, it took a whole hour, 20 minutes to she just got what? Dr. Yvonne, I love you. You got you, my little sister.
one.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, Yvonne, when your little raggedy phone was making all that noise, it sounded like it's playing baseball in the background. She was like, we're not going no further until Ursula. We gonna keep having this conversation until Ursula gets a result. She's determined to get some.
Oh no, okay. I get that. That makes sense. I'm still not sold on the shot, but the plane that I understand that. Yeah, because there's a lot of false stuff going around. So I get that part. I get that part. Okay.
Ursula, you know I follow you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know you be kind of busy sometimes.
What do you mean?
No, not that busy. I'm just like you just be out.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
I'm so scared for you.
Why are you?
Because I ain't never seen you with a mask on.
No, wait. So you first of
all, I didn't know you stuttered.
First of all,
really, y'all, we gonna have another conversation after we go off, y'all.
Really? Okay. I do wear my mask. I have so many masks, it's ridiculous. And all my masks have filters. I have a whole box of filters upstairs that I change out my filters in my mask all the time. Sometimes if I'm out, I will take it off. I'll admit that when I'm around my friends or what have you.
Those are all the pictures I see.
Oh, okay. But when I'm going like to the grocery store, the banks, like when I'm out in public, restaurants, all of that, I do wear my mask. But let's be clear on something though. I caught COVID wearing a mask. So I caught COVID with a mask on because I was real diligent.
Did you have a bootleg mask like that bootleg phone?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
This man.
Sometimes
took her back, y'all.
What we find in the hospital is we thought that COVID would come in through patients, but it came in through staff. And what we found out that when we trusted our staff members and thought that they were doing the right thing to keep everybody safe, they weren't. Because we don't know what people do at night or when they're not in the office. So COVID would come through the office. And because people felt lax, they would take their masks off because they felt like, they felt safe around the people. And so you can't, unless you really pinpoint where you got it from contact tracing, you really don't know where you get it from unless they do contact tracing and go back to the original person who got it. So we could be wearing our mask and but it just take that one time just to be around our friends and our family, because a lot of people get it from family members as well, because we don't know what our family members do. We think we do, but we don't. And our friends, we think we do, but we really don't.
Dr. Cobbs, can I interject here? We've done a show when this first came out, and she's been on Real Talk probably in the last 2 years. Maybe this is like your fourth or fifth time, Doc? Probably your third or fourth time.
Yeah,
I've had her on a few times. And one of the things we discovered, and she brought this up, and that is a lot of seniors have died due to their grandchildren and great-grandchildren coming to their houses, and the young people don't have underlying conditions. So therefore, they have COVID and don't know they had COVID, and then they go visit older people, their grandparents, their aunts that have underlying conditions, and they gave it to them, and these people have died. I know for a fact several people have died at several of my friends' churches around here because of that.
Yeah, I've heard those stories, especially when COVID first came out. That was like a big thing with the kids, just because the kids were called super spreaders. So they were out, like, just, my son was one. He just, the funny thing about him, my son has been sticking and moving since COVID hit. I mean, he's been everywhere. We caught COVID and he's never had it. And that's crazy to me. He's in the super spreader crew and he's never had COVID. Not vaccinated, just none of that.
Dr. Cobbs, does that have anything to do with because he's young and no underlying conditions?
Yeah.
He could have had COVID, but never had
and probably didn't know. That's true.
And never had any symptoms.
That's
because
true.
I promise you, us out here in California had COVID at least 6 months before the word COVID came out because we were sick for 3 and 4 weeks with a cold.
In December. It was like November, December of
you better believe
2019.
You better believe
we
it.
didn't even know that COVID was COVID until January, February. And then the only way you can tell is if you have antibodies. But now that we're vaccinated, some of the people are vaccinated, our bodies built up antibodies. So we can't even tell.
Marty, you saying you were sick and you made it through unvaccinated. So I'm confused.
No. They wasn't calling it COVID-19. Everybody in the Bay Area was sick for like 3 or 4 weeks in 2019. I mean, like it was
like November, December.
Yeah, 2019. It was all of us was sick around here. We didn't know what we had, but everybody had something, but nobody called it COVID in 2019. Into the end of 2000.
But you made it through.
Yeah, but I haven't had a cold in 3 years. I've never had a sinus infection. I got other underlying conditions, but like colds and cough and asthma and things of that nature, I don't. My mother has COPD, chronic asthma, a heart murmur, my dad diabetes, diverticulitis. I mean, they got it all. So I have to look out and watch out for my parents. I'm still blessed to have 2 parents.
Absolutely. I love them. But I understand them being vaccinated. I understand the older people being vaccinated. I understand the underlying conditions being vaccinated. I understand that part because people want to do whatever they can to protect themselves no matter what. What I don't understand is why the unvaxxed is catching heat because we're choosing not to vaccinate. And we're choosing not to vaccinate because we don't want to be an experiment. We don't want to get something that's still gonna catch COVID anyway. Like I'm just not getting the incentive for getting vaccinated. I mean, I hear everything you're saying, but I just still don't get why I need to get vaccinated, especially when the doctor said this is an experiment. Because when I tell people this, they chew my head off. Because I'm telling them
the research we're all part of the research project.
But they're getting mad at me because I've said this. And they're getting mad at me like I'm crazy for saying that you're part of the experiment right now. It's gonna get good one day. I'm not doubting that, but it's just not today because it's too new. But they get mad at me when I say you're an experiment. You don't know what's gonna happen down the line. You don't.
Ursula, let me commend you. A lot of people may have something negative to say about you, and like, is she serious and stuff?
I don't care.
Exactly. And I don't care about that. And I'm not going to let nobody talk about you. And they're not going to talk about you on my show. They're not going to say nothing negative about you like that. That's not what this show is about. We still going to be friends after we end this show tonight. We still going to be friends. Dr. Cobbs is still going to be Dr. Cobbs.
Yes,
she's still going to be mild-mannered. She's still going to be smart, intelligent. She's still going to give us the fact. That's not what this conversation was tonight. A whole lot of y'all feel just like Ursula feel, but y'all ain't saying, y'all not bold enough to say it publicly, and neither are you bold enough to come on Real Talk and discuss it like this. I ain't trying to bring nobody down. It was the Lord. I still say it was I'm a preacher. I still say it was nobody but the Lord that healed you and your entire family.
Absolutely, for sure. I definitely give praise.
It was nobody but God that healed my family. It was nobody but God that did that. And so, tonight was the night to get the facts out. That's why if you look at the flyer, I'm already vaccinated. She refused to get vaccinated. This show was about to bring about some relevance from a medical a doctor's point of view, who won't back down to me or Yvonne, or Ursula, who's gonna stand there and give us the facts. I've had this conversation with them before we went live, before I even asked them to come on the show. I told them this is what we're gonna do. This is what we not gonna do. We're not gonna be arguing and fussing and cussing each other out. We ain't gonna do none of that stuff.
No,
It's just gonna be a healthy dialogue with the vaccinated and the unvaccinated.
See
and
how
that's
we
what
split up?
Exactly.
Biggie and Pac. Which one are you? I'll be Pac because I think I'll be Pac. You could be.
Well, I'll be Biggie since I'm big.
No, you're not big. You've lost. You've done good. I'm proud of you. But I'm just saying you'll be Biggie. I'm Pac because I'm from Oakland for real. You can be Biggie.
He's from San Francisco.
You live close to San Leandro, so you
Ursula.
can.
No,
Did you see the division? You see the division online? Just imagine the division.
It's a bunch of divisions.
It is
division in the world right now. Just it's division everywhere.
They dividing us for real, and it's so sad because it's really a division. The unvaxxed versus the vax, like it's really a division where people are, like you said, families are breaking up, relationships are breaking up. I heard on the Ricky Smiley show that people are like they're really not being friends. They're cutting their friends off because they're choosing not to get vaccinated, and I'm just like, how that is terrible.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'll be the first one honest. And this is just me. I just don't see how, why people don't want to get vaccinated, especially if you have underlying conditions.
Now that I can agree with that.
My doctor also, that's my black doctor. I got two black doctors and a white doctor. My white doctor told me because I have sleep apnea and I sleep with a CPAP breathing machine. She believed that's another reason why I probably have not had COVID is because that breathing machine is keeping my lungs,
keeping your lungs open,
and keeping my breathing breathing right. Do you agree with that, Dr. Cobbs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because your lungs are being exercised.
Yeah,
that's like with singers. Your lungs are being exercised. Your chest is continually to be open. Like preachers, your chest is open. Your lungs are open.
Yeah. No, it has been, and believe me, you all. This conversation was about also how Ursula and myself can have a dialogue and disagree and agree to disagree, but still be friends and not fall out.
Absolutely. We definitely gonna agree to disagree with this one. Still, I thought I was gonna have a little something else, but
and when I come to Atlanta next month, I hope to see you.
Absolutely, and we still gonna.
And I'm gonna give you a pound.
But wait a minute, I'm not vaxxed though. So do you want to see an unvaxxed person?
I'm gonna give you some pound with my mask on, my N95.
You know what?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna hug you with my N95 and my Lysol.
With your boy, you spray Lysol around me. That's it.
He is but Ursula is saying that you giving it to her. So
yeah, I gotta be careful of you.
She can give it to me.
COVID.
It's on both.
Careful.
It's on both.
Yeah,
both vaccinated and unvaccinated can give it to each other.
Absolutely.
I can't come to church and you preaching and carrying on spreading COVID with your vaccinated self. So I don't know. We'll have to see. You
wait till we get offline. Oh, you wait. Your daughter is out here. She said she can't believe somebody got her the doctor got her mama to agree with you. She said her 30 years of life living, she ain't never seen her mama agree with somebody.
Because it was the truth. If it makes sense,
exactly.
I agree with it. It's the truth. I mean, I can't go back and forth with her. That made sense what she said.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, Dr. Cobbs, you have said tonight, we both are dangerous to each other in so many words. Quiet as it's kept.
Right.
I'm so glad that I just wish that the doctors on TV and everybody on TV would say this. She's being real like that. And that's what we need to hear. Even though she's a doctor, she got the white coat, all of that. She's still saying there's a chance that with this vaccine, you can still catch certain things, and it is experimental. They're not saying this in the media because they're so busy trying to get us vaccinated.
Yeah.
So I want to just, one thing is with the Pfizer vaccine, now it's FDA approved. It's not emergency, what is it? More emergency authorization.
Emergency authorization.
That's the one I got. I went with
Oh,
him.
Moderna is still emergency authorization. Johnson and Johnson or Janssen is still emergency authorization. The booster is emergency authorization.
Okay, so there. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up, Doc.
Oh, we wasn't gonna let her go before that came out.
Oh, okay. So
Because I'm due the booster.
And that's
What are
6 to 8 months after
what is
your.
the booster for? What is the booster for? Because I'm confused. That's where that took me out. I'm all the way confused. So you just got the needle earlier this year, and we already on a booster?
Because it doesn't last. It's not like it's lasting for years and years. And still it's debate back and forth with scientists and with CDC. CDC just said that they agree with booster, but there's still dialogue back and forth if a booster is needed, if a booster is not needed.
So what is the booster for?
Because just say for the Pfizer, it's wearing off.
Yeah,
Like you get the flu shot every year.
Yeah.
I don't take the flu shots either, but
Okay, so
I have to take one. I'm sick, Ursula.
For some who get the flu shot every year, that's every 10 to 12 months. Okay. So with this one, they're finding that it's lasting for about 8 months, 9 months, maybe.
So Dr. Cobbs, do you suggest that I get the booster?
With the booster, if you have a bunch of underlying conditions and you fighting to stay alive, you better do what you can do. But that's your decision. Like I said, I'm not here to.
No, I like to hear from a Black doctor's. But see, I didn't get. Of course, my white doctor was telling me, but Dr. Sharon Williams, member of Evergreen, been knowing her. She's been knowing me and my entire family, who's over, a department at Children's Hospital. So, Marty, if you don't go over there and get that vaccination, do you know your grandmother's 97, your daddy is 88, your mother has so many health, she knows the whole family. She said,
so if you get breakthrough something because your COVID, your Pfizer has worn off, and then you spread it to someone else in your family, mother, father, whatever, then, I mean, if they're saying you're getting it because it's wearing off and you're getting breakthrough, so it's,
it makes sense.
So
I get my booster in December.
And don't mix some people are mixing the booster, and they're because of desperation, they're getting they have already had Moderna or Janssen, and then they're getting Pfizer. Do not mix it. We don't know. Don't mix it. Even though the pharmacy is doing it, it's not authorized that way.
This is too much. I'm sorry.
It's not authorized that way to do that.
Oh no, I'm straight. I'm straight with Pfizer.
But it's too much. So are you understanding that this is too much? So,
I get a flu shot every year, Ursula. So a booster.
You get a flu shot every year. Do you get a booster flu shot too?
No, I don't need a booster flu shot if I'm getting it every year. Every 12 months, I'm getting it.
Why do you need a booster?
Because it wore off just like the flu shot wore off.
Marty, you just got this shot. Is what my point
I got it in February.
It's not even February again.
8 months. The doctor just said it wears off in 8 months.
Okay.
December will be 10 months.
I'm good. So that's what we done came to today in this conversation. I'm still good on the shot because
I knew you was gonna be good anyway. Before this show even started, I knew you was gonna be good. You ain't trying to fool me. I'm your brother. You ain't trying to fool me.
I'm straight because it's too much. Oh, okay. So Doc, what have you heard about? I know you've heard about it. So now they're trying to give a pill in place of the shot. Is that a new thing? You can take
That is
a
new.
vaccine pill.
That came out 2 days ago. That
I heard about it. Okay, so we're taking a vaccine pill.
They
now.
are taking that's for people who have COVID to lessen the symptoms. It's not. Yeah, to my understanding, the pill, I have to do more research on it. It's not to prevent COVID or like the injection. I believe it's for people who have COVID, and it's to treat COVID.
Oh, so there. Oh, okay. So now it's a pill
to help treat.
So this is not a vaccine pill. This is a pill to treat COVID.
I believe so. I would have to. What I'll do is I'll research that and I'll give. I'll give the information to Pastor Peters and he can.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I will say.
I'm scared to click and do a little research right now because I might slow my computer down.
Well, what I will say is, if I did, if I was going to get one, it would be Pfizer, because Pfizer are the people that did the pill for the.
They made Viagra. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, they made Viagra. So if you gonna get a pill,
I almost disappeared.
If you gonna get a pill, yeah, Pfizer would be the one because they got Viagra on lock. So Viagra. If you gonna get one. But what I don't understand is why we already taking a booster. But if you're gonna get a shot, definitely it would be Pfizer. That's what I would get. But I'm not sold, bro. I'm not sold on it. I thought I was gonna be sold on it.
But wait a minute, you just became a spokesperson for Pfizer.
Oh no, what I'm saying is if you're gonna get one, definitely get the one that made Viagra. That's the one. Them other one, Johnson and Johnson out here killing people. Moderna, I don't know. Pfizer got Viagra.
I can't believe you said that live. I can't believe you said that live.
Come on, you know me. You know me.
She's so East Oakland. No, I'm deep East Oakland. She East Oakland.
Yeah, you know me. But that's the one I would get. But I'm not sold though. I could never. I always say I just want anybody to make it make sense to me. But I'm glad the doctor kept it real. That's what I appreciate, because for her to say, we don't know either way, or anything could happen either way, I can respect that versus what they're trying to put out in the media. That's what I can't respect. I don't understand why. And then, again, like we said, they're putting us against each other. Like we're the problem. The non-vax are the problem. So, but at any rate, I was just looking,
and it says that Merck has a pill, MERCK. It's seen huge advances, raise hope when preventing COVID-19 deaths. A daily pill to treat COVID could be just months away, scientist says. So it's to treat COVID.
So it's to treat it. Okay, so my question with the treatment, COVID it affects so many different parts of the body. I know it affects the lungs, the respiratory system, things like that, memory, all that.
Your heart, your kidneys,
your heart, everything. So is it just going to be a broad spectrum pill?
I'm not sure. It looks like it's targeting the lungs.
Oh, but because that's sure. That's the biggest problem
yeah.
Being with the pneumonia. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me know how that work out too. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just here for to see how it all pans out. Unfortunately, I'm just not sold on it. I'm sorry.
Hey, when I come, we gonna go get the Pfizer, okay?
I'm
gonna get the booster and you gonna get the vaccination. Let's go together.
Tonight made me further know that I'm good on the vax. I'm good. I'm saying it on live. I'm good on the vax. Later on, who knows? But for now,
okay.
Especially getting a booster. Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, Dr. Cobbs, I think we have held you long enough tonight. What would you like to close us out with medically that you think some people should know that you can share with us?
My thing is continue to boost your immune system, eat correctly, fresh fruit and vegetables. Stop so much of the fast foods, processed foods, and just take care, exercise a little bit, keep washing your hands, keep your hands out of your face, and hopefully you should stay healthy and wear your mask when you're out in crowds.
Can you tell them what mask is the correct mask to wear that can shield you from the Delta variant and the COVID?
Well, the mask to wear that will shield you against is an N95. But if you cannot get an N95, because the N95 is hard to breathe in.
Oh God, yes.
It's hard. It's very hard
It's hard to breathe in all them masks.
No, I can.
Wait. But okay, so can I ask another question about the mask? So we don't know what these masks are made of, and we're inhaling this on a daily basis. So that's not safe either.
But you can make your own mask, and then you know exactly what you got.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I
got two. I got two.
Where your daughter at? Did you hear that, girl? Did you hear that? Did you hear your
mama?
mama?
Sit here and act like I'm this difficult, Reverend Peters.
I'm just going on what your daughter said. She said her mama is difficult every day.
Is that what? Did she say that?
That's what she said to me. She's not saying that to you.
I'm gonna get her. Okay.
No, you're not. You leave her alone.
You got to. Okay, so make your own mask in that way, because that's the concern as well. Like everything that is, we don't know what these masks are made of, and we are literally with this mask stuck to our face all day, every day. We don't know what we're inhaling. Okay, it's a good idea. All right.
Dr. Yvonne, now I see a message over here saying that that we usually subconsciously touch our face about 3,000 times a day. Have you ever heard of that?
We do.
We touch our face. Yeah, that's like a normal thing. Remember on our first show, and I said, stop touching your face.
Yeah.
Who was about the 3,000 stroke?
Shut up, Ursula.
You was about there.
We do touch our face a lot, though.
Yeah,
we do.
So you know
just
what?
Self-consciously, you just touch.
What I learned is because I work with a lot of sick people, and what I found to be true is that because I don't touch my face intentionally. I train myself not to do that when I'm out. Like if I'm at home, that's different. But if I'm out in public, I don't touch my face. Remember, COVID, you can get exposed through your eyes, your nose, mucous membranes, right?
Yeah.
So, and even for a common cold, that's the same thing, eyes and nose. So yeah, that was true. And I haven't gotten a cold in a long time. I haven't gotten sick in a very, very, very long time. And I don't think it's because I have a mask on.
So this question, and this is I asked this to my my friends and fellow RNs and things like that. And let me know if this is maybe too personal or what have you. But if you didn't, because I know in the field you're in, you had to get vaxxed. If you didn't have to, would it have been so easy for you to go get vaccinated during this experimental phase?
Well, when I found before they even made me, I was vaccinated, and that was because I did my own research.
Okay.
I did my own research, and I had to look out I had to own it. What's best for me at this time? I work with a lot of sick people that don't tell me the truth that they're sick.
Okay.
They don't tell me the truth that they're having COVID-19 symptoms until a day after or 2 days after, and they knew they had symptoms.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
You know, and I have to bring it home, you know, to my grandchildren, to my husband, to my mom. I saw, you know, but my mom let me see her. But at first we couldn't even go over there.
It was a lot of that too. It was a lot of that. Yeah.
It was like, no, it's not. She was like, okay, I'm not accepting visitors. She didn't care who it was.
Oh,
She was like, I am not accepting visitors, grandkids, son, daughter, whatever. She'll wave at the window. She'll wave at the window. She would not. She was like, I got too many underlying conditions.
I heard about that. I think when you was on the show the last time, Liz was on talking about, yeah, she would just wave.
Oh my God.
But no, what hurt me was
playing.
My mother. I went to hug my mother one day. She was like, no. I was like,
oh wow.
Yeah.
You felt a certain kind of way.
I was like, ma'am.
Oh.
Yeah. I went to hug mama. Mama was like, no. I was like, okay, bye. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm around a lot of people.
Yeah. But to answer your question, I'm around a lot of sick people.
Okay.
A lot of sick people.
So that was it.
So
I get it.
And I didn't want to bring anything home to my husband.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did my son like that when he came back. I told you my son's a super spreader. He had went to Miami and all of that. But it's funny, you know, I did him like that. I'm like, boy, gone out of here, or stay away, or stay over there, or gone. And he never caught COVID, and then we caught COVID, so it was a joke because he was getting ready to come over. And I said, we all got COVID over there. He said, oh, let me stay away from y'all. I'm like, ain't this?
I heard you did wine like that.
That's my son. That's who I did like that. But
Somebody told me.
Oh, for real? Who told you? It had to be his sister. Because she was here. I'm just like, go on, get out of here now. You've been partying and doing this and the other. And turned around, we got COVID, and he couldn't come over here because we couldn't give it to him. So
yeah, I couldn't see my babies for like 14, 15 days.
Oh, because again, they vaccinated and had COVID. Correct?
My grandbaby is not vaccinated. She brought it and gave it to them from school.
The point is, your vaccinated family had COVID.
I've never said
that brought it back to unvaccinated could give it to vaccinated. That just brought it right back to there. And
Ms.
vaccinated
Johnson.
can give it to unvaccinated.
Yep.
We're not exempt from COVID.
Okay.
Whether vaccinated or unvaccinated.
Yeah.
So we can agree that.
Yeah, the only thing is maybe you have a higher chance, and the numbers have shown we have a higher chance of not being
as sick. But I like it that you say maybe. I like that about you, because other doctors would be like, oh, no, you won't get sick if you won't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad
I'm
that
not going to
you're
say that
maybe.
because that's not true.
Okay.
This is a Marty Peters show, and if I do that, then I'm not true to the show.
Okay.
And I'm not true to myself.
I love it. Well, again, I'm not sold. I'm not getting it. If I did, it would be Pfizer, but I'm not getting it. So, later on, if they can get this research together, I'm really scared to get it from my son. That's the real thing. I was kind of battling. That's why when me and Marty was talking about it, I was battling back and forth because I was like, he's going back to school. He out of school again now for 2 weeks because they got a COVID outbreak at school. Yeah. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to get my baby vaccinated. Maybe I need to do it because, let me get him some protection. And then I start reading about the enlarged hearts and the different things that's going on. And then, as you're saying, it's experimental. So I don't know what's going to happen down the line. They were saying that some of the young girls were experiencing problems with their menstrual cycles and things like that. I'm just like, we don't know what this is doing to these kids. And I don't, as a parent, I know I should be doing everything to protect him, but I just don't know if the vaccine is protecting him in the long run if I get it now, because I don't know what's going to happen in the long run with these side effects from this vaccine. So it just puts us parents in a bad, terrible space. But again, I always say if anybody can make it make sense to me, and nobody ever makes it make sense to me. So I'm gonna have to be like Shark Tank and I'm out. I'm not doing it.
So, you know, the answer to continue answering your question about me and the vaccine, I had to trust God that I am a Christian. I believe God.
Me too.
I believe him in everything, and I put everything there. And I had to really believe and trust God that I would be okay.
So you wouldn't believe and
That's
trust God that you would be okay without it?
no, not with the clientele that I'm working with. No. It was just bound that I would get it because of untruthful. The people who I was working with, they're very untruthful.
Right. I understand that part. But
And
as far
I work with so many people, and my job is very hazardous. It is. It's
I
yeah.
understand why you would need to take the extra precaution, but with you saying that you just trusted in God with it, I would think that you would trust in God with it
Ursula,
either
there's a
way.
difference between faith and foolishness.
Okay, so we're saying that not taking the vaccine is foolishness, because taking the vaccine can be foolishness as well.
I'm saying in her
In
case,
her case, okay. Oh no,
I
working
would be
definitely in her
around
case, though.
a
Definitely in
bunch
her
of
case.
sick
Yeah,
people,
I get it.
like you cannot tell me that everybody, 200 or 300 people that come to a funeral every day, everybody in there is vaccinated and no one has any COVID symptoms. And we doing 2 a day. So that means it could be 600 people in the funeral home at one time
Yeah.
between both chapels, one on one side of the funeral home, one on the other side. You just cannot tell me that nobody in there is experiencing any symptoms. Nobody may not have Delta. I mean, let me just be straight up honest with you. I mean, the show is long. You know, we've gone over, but there is a pastor in the city of Oakland who risked his members' lives by telling them they don't have to wear masks in church. We got to trust God. And 40-some people in the church got it, and 2 people died, and he almost died. That's what I'm talking about. There's a difference between faith and foolishness. Because if truth be told, he really could be charged with attempted murder.
Yeah, but we have to be smart
neglect.
enough to do what we want to do, though.
So this is another case in Richmond. I think it's Richmond or El Cerrito, where 2 of my patients passed away. They got it from Bible study. Yeah.
Dang.
The lady came. She had COVID. She tested positive. She gave it to the congregation, and 2 died.
Yeah, I'm
It is from
sad to
Bible
hear
study.
the cases. I am. I just think that we're just messed up either way. If you get the vax or not get the vax, I just think either way we don't know.
Well,
We just
with
don't
or
know.
without, you still can contract COVID.
Yeah. So So that's still the divide, basically. Because if I can still catch it, why am I taking a shot? I'm not sold. That's all. But like I said, later on when they get it together, maybe I'll be sold. Maybe not. Maybe if they up that money a little bit, child. They only talking about giving somebody $100. Maybe if they up that money some, maybe I consider it. But
I must say, I thank God that my church, 98% of my church is vaccinated, and we have a humidifier. We have a breathing machine. We have a coronavirus cleaner.
Oh, that's good.
We have temperature checks at both doors. Both doors are open while service is going on.
Well, that temperature don't mean nothing because I had COVID and I was 98.5.
No. Well, okay, but it means something to us because if that machine go off, you can't come inside the building.
No, what I'm saying is I had COVID and my temperature was 98.5.
Yeah.
Normal.
Yeah.
So that's why that cracks me up when I go everywhere. They temperature checking, and I said, for what? I had COVID with a normal temperature, so I get it though. I get it. I'm just not sold.
Yours was totally different. Unfortunately, I've lost about 30 to 40 friends from COVID from across the country.
It's definitely a problem. It's definitely. I'm not knocking that. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
Don't get that from this. Anybody
Yours is totally different.
Don't get that. I'm not. I know that we're losing people. I'm thankful that I haven't lost anybody personally to COVID, but I did have friends that had it that were sick. And I personally believe, and this is not a conspiracy thing, but I believe that when they get to the hospital on that ventilator, something happens, because it's a couple of people I know, one in particular, that was sick to where I was scared for my friend.
Mm-hmm.
But she fought it at home. And I just always said in my mind, it's something about going to that hospital is not setting right with me, because it seems like when they get to the hospital and get to the ventilator, that's when people don't be making it. And I don't. That's always a concern.
That's because COVID loves when you rest, when you lay there. That's when it works the best.
Oh,
you have to keep moving.
So are we saying, so the ventilator is not? So are we agreeing that the ventilator may not always be the correct option, or that it's assisting?
That's the last resort. That's the last resort, is the ventilator. It used to be the first, but then when they found that people were passing more, then that's the last resort.
Okay.
All right.
I sure appreciate you. I know you tired. We've been on here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I appreciate this. I'm glad we did this. And I don't want anybody to think that I'm, being not taking precautions, or I'm being difficult, or I'm trying to tell people that they crazy for taking the vaccine. Just none of that. I just wanted to have this talk because I just don't believe in the vaccine right now. And like you said, I know there's other people that don't, and they just too scared to say it, which I don't know why. Yeah. But it's just, but again, it's because we're made to feel a certain kind of way if we don't have a vaccine. It's like we're the androids. So that's fine. I'll be the android for now.
All right. Dr. Yvonne, thank you. I love you. You have gotten some fans from all over the country. People are talking about how sweet you are, how honest you are, how nice you are.
I love it.
Ursula's daughter was like, she needs your address because she needs to send you something.
Oh, Ashley. Oh.
You leave Ashley alone. Ashley, if your mama bother you, you just inbox me, okay?
She said she gonna send you something because you got two. Was it 2 or 3? 2 things I had to cop to.
We got 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the conclusion tonight. Whether you are vaccinated or unvaccinated, you still can contract COVID-19. You still can die from it. You still can be on a ventilator. You still can be hospitalized, whether you are vaccinated or not. Tonight, Ursula.
But wait a minute. But the numbers are higher
amongst unvaccinated.
Among unvaccinated than vaccinated right now.
Yeah, that is true. Unvaccinated numbers are higher that are passing. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen, 701,000 people have died in the United States of America from COVID-19. And 99% of those people that have passed, God bless their souls, were unvaccinated. So that's true data right there with the unvaccinated and the vaccinated. I want to thank my friend and my sister all the way from the ATL, and it's already 11 o'clock her time, so she's going to go to sleep too. Ursula, for being bold, for being outspoken, for speaking what was on your mind, for the great questions that you asked. I appreciate you. That's my homegirl. I don't care if she live in Atlanta. She's still from East Oakland. Don't nobody ever forget that.
Don't forget.
And I want to thank Dr. Yvonne Cobbs. Dr. Cobbs, would you give us your information? You do evening testing for people that work.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I do COVID-19 testing. So if you have to travel or do whatever, it's Contra Costa County. It's in Pinole. Go to my page, Yvonne C. Cobbs, because there's another Yvonne Cobbs, but Yvonne C. Cobbs. And I have the thing you can scan there and also the link.
Okay. All right. You all please support her. She is an honest doctor. She is a child of God. She's a Christian. She's a psalmist. She's the director, the minister of music of her church. She sold out to the Lord. She's a PK, and she's my sister, along with her brother and her sister, the good doctor. We thank you, Dr. Yvonne Cobbs, for giving us your heart tonight. You hung out with us for 2 hours.
For 2 hours.
I'm like, Ashley, I'm going to have to get you something too. Take you and your husband out or something. Thank you so much. Tell him thank you for me and Ursula taking 2 hours away from you in real talk. Hey, you all, I'll be preaching tomorrow for Pastor Ivy's birthday at 10:15 on the Church of Restoration. And then I'll be preaching at 12 at the Victory Church. If y'all want to check us out tomorrow, feel free. I love y'all. Have a good night. Be safe.
Good night, you guys. Thank you.
If you're not going to take the vaccination, take those supplements.
Yes,
be safe.
Take those supplements.
Stop eating processed food and fast foods. It's killing us.
Tell them, make sure they got their D3. Doctor, am I correct? The D3 is what helps?
D3, B12,
and
vitamin
B12,
E, vitamin C.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Take that stuff. Get it. Go on her website. I'm sure it's on her website somewhere. If you don't have the information, inbox me, and I'll make sure that the good doctor, the honest doctor, give you all this information. We love you all. Come on, y'all. Let's say bye to everybody. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. We appreciate y'all so much. We love you. Peace out. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, Doc. I love you.
All right. See ya.
You rock. Okay. See you later.